G'day boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Get Fit or Die Trying.
G'day viewers, thanks for joining me once again, just down here on the corner of South Road and Majors Road, making our way around the corner of Glenthorne National Park, which I'm a little bit disappointed there's no link trail to get from O'Halloran Hill mountain bike trails over towards the new Happy Valley trails that we're going to right now. The Glenthorne Farm trails are apparently walking tracks only, and there's lots of land there, and I just don't see why they can't at least give us a link trail that gets us off of the side of the road and over to a nice little entrance point just here. So as you can see, there's kayaking, there's all sorts of things you can do, but don't try and get in here with your motorcycle because they do have cameras set up, so no naughty business, alright? So I reckon, yeah, if we do this loop, go around this way because it's better to go downhill and that through there, and then when we get to that end there we can turn around and come back out, maybe go down that way, and then I can show you a shortcut. So yeah, just making our way around clockwise from the corner of Black Road and Main South Road, just coming through one of those small gate entrances. Now there's 5 of those in total, and 2 major entrances where you've got car parking facilities and toilets and kayak launching facilities and that sort of thing. So the main one is on the corner of Chandlers Hill and Kinahans Road, where the roundabout is there, and there's another one on Chandlers Hill Road as well, as you right against the dam wall basically. If you're sort of travelling off a South Road, you turn left onto Chandlers Hill Road, and then it's a few hundred metres down on the left hand side. So but yeah, it's good that there's lots of access points, so you can get out and join up if you wanted to the Sturt Gorge trail precinct as well, and one near Manning Road, also one down near corner of Education Road, and also another little gate sort of at the opposite end of where we've just come in from. If we were to turn right and go along South Road, there's another little gate there as well. So yeah, lots of ways to get in and out. We just got to go around the left hand side of this little gate. Oh, you can leave it open, mate. Yeah, so once you get to this point here, these gates are basically spring loaded, so they do most of the time sort of close themselves, but they don't really latch. They've only got a little slide bolt, which some people tend to slide back in and others don't, but obviously they come around and lock it all up at night because they are only open during sort of daylight hours, I guess. I think it's up to 8 o'clock during daylight saving. Yeah, they open up around about 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning at the moment as well, which is not a bad thing as well. Now if you were to go right there and just continue straight, basically you're on the official boundary loop. This part here, which is technically an actual boundary loop, isn't part of the boundary loop trail, although it is fully accessible. If you look onto the reservoirs.sa.gov.au/reservoirs/Happy Valley Reservoir, you will find a map down there, and it does show you the main trails in black and red, and then you've got sort of dotted lines as well, which are sort of like link trails and shared use trails and all that sort of thing. But yeah, if you take this trail here, you can actually get to the corner of Happy Valley Drive and Black Road, where there is another entrance point which you can then sort of head across and get into the Sturt Gorge, Flagstaff Hill area, and do some of the awesome single trail they've got over there. It's around about a 30 odd K loop, which is nice and adventurous, fairly rocky, and yeah, great views as well, which also links up to Craigburn Farm, and then you can get to Belair and Crayfurs and all sorts of stuff. Loads and loads of trails up in the hills. Now you just come up the corner here, the roundabout, Happy Valley Drive and Black Road, and there is another gate entrance with a security camera just there on the left. Yeah, so if you take that one there, you can get out and go towards Sturt Gorge. So now we're sort of heading into the downhill section, and there's a little bit of a forest as well. Now at the moment there's no single trail going through the forest, which is a little disappointing, but it's early days, fingers crossed. Maybe, hopefully we'll get something that goes through there so we can explore a little bit more in amongst the trees. But this is a family orientated sort of thing, I guess, and you don't want to sort of be flying down a single trail and come across a little kidlet on his balance bike while he's stuck halfway up a bit of a hill. Now as you come down this section here, at the bottom there is a little bit of a sand trap, a little bit of a sandy section, and a left-hander as well. And if you take the left-hander, you will also find yourself going along the fence line. Now we just go straight this time, but yeah, if you take a left-hander there, you get up along the fence line. It becomes a little bit more rooty and a little bit more sandy as well, which can be a little bit of fun, a bit more challenging. Good on the e-bike. Would want to probably do it on a normal bike, but yeah, this is the main boundary loop trail, which is nice and gravelly and pretty much easy enough for anyone to ride. Now, if you do keep your eyes out, you will see other trails that sort of spur off to the side. As you come up to the top of the hill here on the right hand side, you'll see a bit of a pine forest. Now, there are a few trails that go in amongst there. They just sort of loop in and around, like that one there sort of takes you down through a bit of an area actually where they're chopping down some trees, so maybe they're going to extend the solar farm, I'm not quite sure. But there's also other trails in there which are quite sandy as well, so if you've got fat tyres, all good, but I wouldn't go in there if you've got your skinny tyres, because all you're going to do is get bogged. Now, as far as the lengths of these trails go, you're looking at around about 10.5 k's for the boundary loop. Now, that's marked by a black trail marker, and then the shoreline loop is 11 k's, so another half a k longer, and that's marked by a red trail marker. Now, for probably half of the trail, they both share the same actual trail. All right, so from the Chandlers Hill Kenahans Road corner, they pretty much go all the way around to further way down Happy Valley Drive, and then they branch off and you get the shoreline that goes off to the right, and then the boundary trail sort of keeps hugging to the left, but it doesn't truly hug the boundary in every part, so there are sections where you can sort of peel off again, as you sort of saw back there. Now, as you're flying down some of these hills, just be mindful of pedestrians, hikers and other people on the trails, because it can get busy at certain times of day. Now, if you go to the right there, you'll be going on the shoreline loop, and if you just keep taking the left-hander or straight ahead, you stick into the boundary loop. So this is one part of the boundary loop where it does get a little bit sandy and rooty. So you've got the left side of the trail, which is a little bit more boggier than you've got the right hand side. But on the e-bikes with the fat tyres, it's always a bit of fun just to get into the boggy stuff and squirm around a bit. So as you're passing other trail users like runners and hikers and that, just be mindful and slow down. You know, don't scare the hell out of them, and ring your bell if you need to. As you come around this Happy Valley Drive side, it is a little bit of a sealed kind of track. The surface isn't new or anything like that. You can obviously veer off to the left there and just continue on a bit of dirt or gravel, hug that boundary line. So we're just coming into one of the main entrance points here, the one on the corner of Kenahans Road and Chandlers Hill Road, and you've got toilets and coffee vans and all sorts of stuff. You've got a little bridge there you can get across to your kayak launching spot. Nice little place to go fishing there. I've caught a Murray cod there, in fact. Hell yeah, some of those baked goods look pretty enticing. How good is this, mate? It's wunderbar, yeah?
Who would have thought, eh? Riding around here with a nice coffee in there.
We might just take this line here, I reckon. There's too many pedestrians over there.
Now that we're all fueled up, we're going to head on around the other side now, which is basically Chandler's Hill Road edge on the boundary trail or the boundary loop. Going to cross over the dam wall and then loop back up to where we started. Now this part of the trail, which is the dam wall, it's always fairly busy with pedestrians. Now they don't always stick to the left and they sometimes walk across in groups of 3 or 4 and take up quite a bit of the trail, and sometimes they're even wearing headphones and they can't hear you coming, so if you ring your bell they just don't even know that you're there. So it just pays to take it pretty easy and just go around nice and slow and just sort of be calm, stay calm, don't get road rage or anything like that, because it's not worth it, mate. Life's too short. So we're now just in behind the other main entrance off Chandler's Hill Road, and this is another spot where you'll see coffee vans set up there, and there's a spot where you can also launch your kayak either from the beach just down here on the left, or just up here on the right you'll see there's an actual ramp made infrastructure where you can sit your kayak in the middle, jump inside and then sort of slide off. So as you make your way along the trail here, you come across the car park. You can go directly over there, back along the dam wall. You can go to the right here, go along the shoreline. It is quite a short-lived trail. It only goes for a couple of 100 metres and you've got to turn around and come back because you get up to the water treatment facility, which you're not allowed to go into, so you can't even follow the shoreline around there. But you can do some fishing there and whatnot, but part of the main trail, the boundary trail, is you're coming up here on top of the car park, and then you just follow this around. Now if you follow this all the way along the fence line, you'll come to another gate. You go outside that gate and then you cross over the driveway there, and then you keep continuing along the other side of the fence now, so you're on the outside of the actual reservoir reserve, riding alongside Chandler's Hill Road. So this is that other gate that I was talking about from the beginning. It's just to the right of where we came in from. So this is a short little section where you come back inside the fence line now, just riding along the edge of the solar farm, and basically end of the road, mate. Well, end of the loop for today, that is. So that's the boundary loop done and dusted here at Happy Valley Reservoir. Just coming back to our original entrance point there, corner of Black Road and South Road. So hope you enjoyed it, and do yourself a favour, get on down. Thanks for watching. Ta-da.